Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Kodash. Giving all praises. Excuse me. Giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Kodash. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Make this super quick. And I'm going to entitle this video, E, you have a lot to pay for. You have a lot to pay for. When you ever watch us, the Israelites, out there on the highways and the byways, and watch us on YouTube, and you get an idea of where we might be. They're located down not too far, 2 miles from where I live. I'm going to go down there with my scriptures and I'm going to set them straight. And you never set it straight because you don't have the truth. You know, the main thing that you use is the Gentile argument. And I may just do a video after this one, and I'll deal with the word Gentile every time the word Gentile is or most of the time. I'm not going to go through every single word because I don't know how many times Gentile, heathen, Greek, Grecian, stranger in the scripture. So I may just do a video just dealing with precepts, dealing with the word Gentile. Maybe I can do another one on Greeks and so forth, because you tend to go to those scriptures and put yourself into that particular precept, that verse. See, it says the Gentiles. So I'm a Gentile, so I can make it, because you are convinced that we are the people. That's why you're seeking, when you come down to where our camp is, or when you come and confront us and you go on Vocab Malone's show, or you invite Vocab Malone on your show, you're basically, when you come at us, and that includes Vocab Malone, you're seeking approval from us. You just want us to say, oh yeah, that particular scripture right there about the Gentiles being saved are in fact talking about the actual Gentiles. So that's all you need. You're looking for one opening, and there's no opening in the scriptures for the other nations to receive blessings like Israel's going to receive it. If you're not on the side of receiving blessings, you're on the side of receiving cursings. And Esau, you're number one on the list. You're going to receive everything that we received as far as the curses are concerned, and some. The scriptures say double. Double unto them according to their work. Double unto them according to their wickedness. Deuteronomy 30 verse 7 speaks of you receiving the curses as we receive the curses, you're going to receive the curses. There's no way around it. You can't, and you seek approval from us. Let's say some of us say, yeah, that's true, you can make it. Some of you can make it. That doesn't mean you're going to make it. But anyway, I was watching this video, 22-minute, 39-second video, and there's a lot of slave videos about the atrocities of the so-called white man to the so-called Negroes, which are Israelites. These are Israelites. These are Israelites. These are Edomites. This is an auction. Like you go to a car. I don't know if you ever been to a car auction. Well, they sold the slaves just like they sold cars or used cars. So I only got to 2 minutes and 23 seconds in, and I said I had to make this video. And the narrator sounds like an Edomite. He has an Edomite tone to his voice. Now, I don't have to go into the scriptures on captivity. Y'all already know them scriptures. I mean, I can quote a couple of them. Revelation 13, 9, and 10. He that lives in the captivity shall go into captivity. Isaiah 14, 1 and 2, mainly 2. You know, you're going to be oppressed. I'm merely paraphrasing, just like we were oppressed and put in cap. How's it going? And put in captivity those that in uh, captivated us or put us in captivity or oppressed us. Speaks about our oppressors. I'm mumbling up. I'm botching it up, but you know what I mean. I'm merely paraphrasing Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2. Take them captives whose captives they were, and rule over their oppressors. So you can say, well, that's talking about the Arabs and that's talking about, but it's talking about you. It's a known fact that the reason why we're over here in this country on the other side of the world is because you gathered us from the west coast of Africa, brought us over here. You made movies about that subject. 12 Years a Slave was the most recent one, which came out like 11 years ago, back in 2012. You don't make too many slave movies. But that was the last major slave movie. It was actually a Jake that made it. The guy behind it was a Jake. But you have Roots, that was a meeting of the minds between Edomite and Jake, actors and directors and producers. You know, and that was a whole series. He made movies, Drum, Mandingo. There was a movie out, a low budget movie called what was the name of the movie? Ill Gotten Gain. There was another about slavery. There was another one made in Europe, and I believe the slaves were played by Levites, Haitians. And the name of the movie was Farewell to Uncle Tom. And in that movie, Farewell to Uncle Tom, Jakes get their vengeance. See, now you're seeking to please the poor. Job chapter 20, around about the fifth, sixth verse or so, somewhere around in there. As you start from the fifth verse, it says, they shall seek to please the poor. We are the poor. And how are you seeking to please us? One thing you're doing is talking about, you're opening up the discussion for reparation. And reparations is not going to do it. I don't give a damn if you give us 100 million each. True reparations is to suffer the things that we suffered. You owned us, we got to own you. So a check ain't going to do it, no matter what number you put on there. Now, if you give us something, if you say, we're going to start issuing checks to all Jakes whose foreparents, whose lineage go back to slavery, well, I'm on that list. You're going to get a $1 million check every year for the next 50 years, or however the case may be. And if you should die 20 years in, your next of kin will get it, whether it's your wife, your mother, your son, your daughter, your brother, your sister. It goes to next of kin. So you can't say, okay, well, let's kill that nigga. Let's give him 10 years, $1 million, $10 million, and kill him. Well, guess what? You got to kill the whole family line. But then, you know, as long as there's Jake, we are all related. We are all related. We're all cousins. We're all uncles and brothers and cousins and distant cousins and first cousins and, you know, nephews and uncles and aunts. So Jake is all related. But if you did that to us, I'm not going to say, oh, no, we ain't going to put you in captivity. No, you still going into captivity. You still going into captivity, baby. That's a given. So you should stop fucking with the Israelites, because ain't nobody going to give you approval. Ain't no Israelite group going to give you approval except for the GOCC. Why don't you just start messing with them? Or the IOG, Israel of God. They, from what I hear, they They teach that Gentiles of other nations are going to make it in the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, they're going to make it in the kingdom of heaven, but we're going to have our foot on their necks, pursuant to Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. Anyway, like I said, I was going to make this short. And with that, I'm going to say shalom. So the clock is ticking.